Welcome to Twists and Tales. Get ready for a story that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Unexpected turns, hidden secrets, and mind-blowing revelations await. Let's dive in. Have you ever turned on the radio late at night, scanning through the frequencies, only to stumble upon something unsettling? A voice that shouldn't be there, a whisper that seems to call your name, or perhaps a station that doesn't exist on any official records? Tonight, we dive into one of the most chilling mysteries of all time. A radio station that appears only in the dead of night, transmitting eerie voices from beyond the grave. Is this a scientific anomaly, a government experiment, or something far more terrifying? Stay with me until the end and decide for yourself. Chapter 1: The Broadcast That Shouldn't Exist. It all started with a man named Daniel Carter. An amateur radio enthusiast, Daniel loved scanning the airwaves late at night. But one evening, at exactly 3:13 a.m., he picked up something strange. A station, broadcasting from an unknown frequency. The voices were distorted, as if struggling to push through static. Some whispered, others sobbed, and then there were the ones that screamed. What's even more terrifying? The voices seemed to be speaking in multiple languages, some of which Daniel couldn't identify. But one sentence stood out among the rest. Do not listen. Do not answer. Frightened but intrigued, Daniel recorded the broadcast and tried to track its origin. But the more he investigated, the stranger things became. No official records of the frequency existed, and experts claimed it was impossible for a transmission like this to be coming from anywhere, at least anywhere on Earth. Chapter 2: The Vanishing Listeners. Daniel wasn't the only one who had heard the mysterious broadcast. Online forums were filled with similar stories. People from different parts of the world who had stumbled upon the same chilling frequency. One user, a truck driver from Canada, claimed he heard the station while driving through an isolated highway at night. The voices were barely intelligible, but then a single, crystal-clear message cut through the static. Stop the truck. He obeyed out of sheer instinct. Moments later, a massive deer leaped onto the road, right where he would have been if he hadn't stopped. But not all listeners were lucky. A woman named Eliza, a university student, became obsessed with the station. She listened every night, trying to decipher the voices. Then, one evening, she posted a final message in an online forum. I finally understand what they're saying. They want me to come home. She was never heard from again. Chapter 3: Government Cover-Up or Paranormal Phenomenon. As more reports surfaced, conspiracy theorists and paranormal researchers began to take notice. Some speculated that the station was an experiment in sound frequencies, a government project designed to manipulate human perception. Others believed it was a phenomenon known as an electronic voice phenomenon, EVP, where voices from the dead supposedly manifest through static and white noise. However, there was one chilling detail that no one could explain. Some listeners claimed to hear the voices of their deceased loved ones, calling out to them by name. Scientists attempted to rationalize it. Perhaps it was a case of mass hysteria or a shared hallucination caused by sleep deprivation. But if that were true, how did the station continue to broadcast night after night at exactly 3:13 a.m.? Chapter 4: The Final Transmission. Daniel Carter, the man who first recorded the station, continued his research despite the warnings. Then one night, he managed to capture a message that would haunt him forever. The voices were different this time, calmer, almost pleading. And then, in the middle of the noise, a name was spoken, his own. Daniel, it's not safe. Leave now. Terrified, Daniel turned off the radio and never listened again. He deleted all his recordings and disappeared from online forums. No one knows where he is today, but the station, it still broadcasts. And some say, if you listen closely enough, you might hear your own name being whispered through the static. Outro. So what do you think? Is this radio station a government cover-up, an audio illusion, or something far more sinister? Have you ever experienced an unexplainable radio signal? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next mystery, unless, of course, the voices find me first.